do
Let's talk about it, bro.
some minor flexes in that and all of that stuff, but some minor game in that and some minor breakdowns as well for people that are interested in going to Maldives, hopefully. And so,
Yeah, guys,
how
okay.
much did it cost and all of that stuff? Do you want
So
to break that
yeah,
down?
before we break down the numbers, I want to break down how Maldives is. What is Maldives? So a lot of people probably don't even know what Maldives is. I was talking to my friend and I was like, yeah, I went to Maldives. Like, what is that? And a lot of people don't even know what it is. Have you guys ever seen the screensaver on the Windows laptops or the Windows computers? Yeah, that's Maldives. It's the ones with the freaking the houses on the waters. It's like the multiple houses on the water. It's called the villas. So that's what the Maldives is. You're welcome. But Maldives is pretty much a bunch of islands that have a bunch of resorts on them that you can go out and fly to. So that's what Maldives is for everyone that was kind of confused or kind of curious what actually Maldives is. So me and the team, we actually decided to go to Maldives because they are all Pakistani and they have visas that are pretty much made, or they have passports, excuse me, that are pretty much have open doors to Maldives. So they don't have to get a visa. They don't do any of that stuff. So they could just literally fly there and it's awesome. So pretty much we got the whole team to go out there and we went to Maldives because it was a Pakistan friendly. So we went, had fun, had the best time of our lives. But there's a lot of things that I feel like a lot of people should know if they want to travel to Maldives because it's a crazy process. We didn't know a lot and we learned a lot when we got there.
Especially in these times of COVID, there are a lot of stuff that we got to know 30 minutes before boarding. You got to have a vaccine card. You got to have like the COVID reports that are 72 hours.
And you have to have a printout of the COVID report. You can't just show them on
the COVID reports. Yeah, all of that stuff. It's different from traveling from Pakistan over to America, from like America over to another country. Because Maldives, you can only travel there because they just made it like a safe haven, like a resort that is cut off from all of Earth. Like it's
pretty
just
much,
it's just like in the middle of nowhere where you just go lay down on a beach and then just swim, just sleep and all of that stuff.
Bro.
So let's break down, what do you need to enter into Maldives?
So yeah, first and foremost, if you're trying to go to Maldives, first and foremost, you need to have a booking. So you need to rent out like a hotel, a resort, something like that. You need to have a booking screenshot or confirmation number or something like that. So you can show the airline people saying that I actually have a legitimate booking to go to Maldives. I have a legitimate reason to go to Maldives. You can't just go to Maldives for fun. You can't just go without having a booking or anything like that.
Also, Airbnb isn't a legit answer.
Oh yeah.
When they say show us your booking, Airbnb isn't an option.
Yeah, we learned that the hard way. We actually got scammed for like $1,800 for Airbnb. Long story short, Maldives is kind of like traditional. It's not like, it's really political. It's not like the traditional nomad freelancer ideas where you can just go ahead and rent out an Airbnb or anything like that. Everything is resort or hotels or just hostels.
Yeah, it's pretty traditional and cultural, I think.
Yeah.
So first day, we flew over to Male. That's the capital city.
The capital, yeah, like the main
Maldives,
city.
Yeah.
So like Maldives is like divided into like 2,000 islands. But there's like a main city called Male, and it's like the biggest city. It's not big though. It's like a couple miles, but it's a city and it has an airport. It has like a really cool, cultural experience where you can go check out the shops. Everyone's riding motorcycles. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's where we landed. We landed in Male, and that's where we found out that our freaking Airbnb listing, the booking that we had was kind of fake and fraud. We called the guy from the Airbnb booking, and they said like, "What are you talking about? We don't have you as a booking reference or anything like that." And then we're like, we booked on Airbnb. He was like, oh, we don't even have an Airbnb account. Sorry, buddy. So yeah, long story short, we got scammed. So we're literally just there without any kind of freaking place to go.
So the thing about the airport in Male is it's on a separate island to the city itself. So as soon as you walk out of the airport, you just see sea. No, just see one bridge and nothing else. And we're like, bro, we're stranded on this place. So luckily we found like some agents. So for people like us that haven't had pre-bookings, there's like a lot in the airport where all the booking agents and all those people are. They're probably there just to scam us and have like a big commission. Yeah. But we like bargain with them, bro. Like we bargained for 2 hours, bro. The sales team, we showed why we're the sales team, bro. We got the prices down from like 7K down to like 5K. But we didn't like the village and all of that stuff. But like Ish said, I've spent so much money. We flow, might as well stay in a resort.
We had 2 options. We could go, budget friendly. We could go to one of the little freaking hotels or something like that. That'd probably be cool. Or we could do a freaking water villa, have the craziest island experience and all that stuff. So I was debating, like, what's a couple $1,000 gonna do for us? Nothing, bro. $1,000 we make in like a couple hours. So I said, let's just go freaking all out, just get the water villas, and let's just have a fun experience and just vibe out. So that's what we did. We went for the water villas. We went for the more exclusive, luxurious experience. You don't have to, but I just thought if you're going to Maldives, you need to get on a water villa.
100%.
You can't do the other things, bro. It's not
Like,
worth it.
that's what Maldives is for.
Yeah.
Water sports and just sun.
Yeah,
That's literally what that is.
You can be on the water and you could just jump into the water from your hotel room. If you can't do that, you're not in Maldives.
100%, bro. So we were there for 6 days. So how we booked stuff was first day we're gonna stay in the city,
Yeah.
city of Malé. So it's like a city, like any city. But other than that city, everything is a resort. So there are small islands, as Ish already told you. There are small islands and all of that stuff. So we had to go there by seaplanes, by boats and all that stuff. We're gonna break down that as well. So first of all, we went into our city hotel, which was really nice. It was next to a beach as well, and we were contemplating like maybe we should just stay here for the rest of the day as well.
It was totally a vibe. Like the people were so cool there. We were literally just walking around, and we actually just, I asked a guy for a ride on a motorcycle, and he just said hop on the back, and we just drove to the hotel because it was like a mile away. So I just freaking drove on someone's back of the motorcycle. It was freaking really cool.
Yeah, we were tired. We were tired because the flight was really, like hectic.
Yeah.
And then we had to fight on the airport for 2 hours to look for a hotel. So
Yeah.
we just laid back in the hotel room and then went out to explore the culture and explore the city. So we walked around. Another
I would
thing,
totally
yeah,
live there.
Yeah,
I would totally live there.
It's such a college campus vibe.
Yeah,
in
it's
Mali.
totally
Yeah.
like a USC or UCLA dorm where like there's a bunch of just like hostel buildings, and there's like a courtyard, and then there's like little cities and little streets and little cafes. It's amazing, bro. I love it, and it's cheap too. It's not too expensive.
Yeah,
comparing it to
the
dollar.
food and all of that stuff, bro. Like there were small cafes where like people were just sitting down on their laptops and all that stuff, and I could see myself living there.
I can see myself living there too. Honestly, it's really cool that like the vibe that it gave. It gave me like a kind of like you're not living in America. That's pretty much what I have to say. Everyone is kind of dressed conservatively. There's no like crazy girls in thongs or underwear or booty shorts.
That's what we thought when we were going there. That's what we thought was gonna happen. We thought, like
we're gonna see some crazy tourists.
So many, bikinis and all that stuff. I thought there was gonna be a nude beach as well. Like
chill the freak out, bro.
That's what like when you hear Maldives, you see like this tropical vibe. You know, like people eating coconuts, drinking coconut juice, and like leaf bikinis and all of that. So, bro, that's the vibe you get. But it was a very conservative place.
It was a conservative place because it's a Muslim place. It's like Islamic a country. So like people are wearing freaking full-on headscarves while going swimming.
Yeah,
like,
you cannot take your shirt off. I think in the main city because we didn't see anyone taking their shirt off,
no
and we were
one
like,
took their
bro,
shirt off.
we're not gonna take the chance as well. Another thing that I noticed was there was not a single policeman or a police person.
If you get
I
robbed,
saw,
good luck, bro.
Yeah, I didn't see any traffic police, and I didn't see any like policemen. But the traffic rules were so strict. You put your foot on the footpath, everyone will stop. Everyone will stop their cars, their scooters, until you cross the road. Because they're so good to tourists. And the city that we went to, we didn't see a lot of tourists there. We saw all the tourists in the resort and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, we explored the city, ate food in a really good
super
restaurant.
cultural, yeah, for sure.
We ate food in a really good restaurant, and the prices were insane, bro. It was so cheap. We all 6 people ate with their tummies full. We even left some food there, and we were charged like $65, bro.
That was like 100.
No,
Whatever. 70,
close to
80,
70, yeah,
whatever.
70, yeah.
But that's still really good.
Still
bro.
really cheap.
That's
bro.
like a freaking meal in LA.
Yeah, 100%, bro. So yeah, we explored all of that stuff. Then the next day we went on a jet skiing trip, which was really interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff had happened on that jet ski trip, bro.
Yeah.
So we took a speedboat. So speedboats, they're not yachts, they're just like regular boats. We took one of those over to a smaller island where our jet skis were parked.
Yeah.
So we rode some jet skis. So the guy behind me, Zain, he's one of my subordinates. He was riding behind me. He had Ish's phone in his hand.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I gave freaking Zane, one of our sales guys, my phone to go record. And I didn't know he didn't know how to swim. I don't know. This was freaking Maz's first time on our jet ski. I don't know any of this stuff. And then long story short, like next thing you know, my freaking phone's underwater because they flipped the jet ski.
I tipped the jet ski, bro. I somehow tipped the jet ski because Ish told me, bro, you cannot tip a jet ski. You know,
hard,
like
bro. You
it's
can't
hard.
just tip a jet ski.
Bro, it wasn't hard, bro. Like one wave hit us and we were underground.
Like if you try to flip it, you can flip it. But if you are not trying to flip it and you kind of have the idea of how to freaking drive a car, it's the same thing as driving a car. If you drive a car fast and you turn all of a sudden, you're gonna flip.
No, bro, our jet ski was bugged, bro. I swear to God, it had some defaults in it and some defects in it. Sorry.
Okay, but long story short, okay, they flipped the jet ski.
Yeah,
now Zane doesn't know how to freaking swim. He has a life jacket on though. Okay, cool. I look at his hands and I see both of them under the water. I see both of them under the water. I'm like, wait, this guy on my phone, he has both of his hands in the water. Where the heck is my phone? Next thing you know, I'm like seeing him struggling. I'm like, okay, bro, like chill out, bro. You have a life jacket on. Like, why are you struggling? And he's like, I was like, where's my phone? All I see, both of his hands are underwater. And one of his hands go up. I have your phone right here. And he's like, catch. And he throws my phone. I don't know who tells him on this earth to throw my phone like someone's going to catch. I'm on the jet ski, by the way. I'm like 3-4 feet away from him. I'm on a jet ski. He just throws the phone. I don't know where he threw it. And then he throws my phone. I see my phone slowly go down into the ocean.
Bro, I was just floating around and I was seeing this, you know, like NFL scene, bro. Tom Brady, catch. He throws his phone.
He doesn't even throw the phone correctly. I don't know where he threw it to. I just see my phone swirling down. I can't do anything about it. I'm on a jet ski with my hand has the wrist tie on it that has a key to the jet ski. I see my phone slowly go down and down. I can't do anything. I'm just looking. I'm like, oh, here we go.
I'm just floating above, bro. I'm just seeing all of this scene unfold. And I'm like, oh,
bro,
this trip about to get a whole lot difficult.
Yeah, I was about to start crying, bro. Like, cause I had so much data on that phone. Like, you guys don't have no idea. Like, I'm a freaking entrepreneur that's running a full-on $1 million business. I have things on that phone. So I see my phone slowly start going down. I'm like, oh, I'm not getting this one back. This is the ocean. I can't get my phone back. It's not a pool. This is the ocean. So long story short, my phone gone. My phone gone for like 30 minutes.
Bro, I haven't seen Ish that depressed in my life. But as soon as, you know, like he saw that the phone sinking, the depression started to fall on his face, bro. His mood just completely changed. He went all quiet. So we went onto the beach. So he thought that, you know, like the phone might hit the waves and go onto the beach.
Yeah,
maybe
so
we could find on the beach.
I started looking for the beach. I started looking everywhere.
Yeah, he's just quiet, you know, like with his head down and just walking on the beach. And it's like, Maz, I cannot do anything without phone, bro. Ish the Trapper is gone. That phone was Ish the Trapper.
Yeah.
Ish the Trapper sunk with that phone. I was like, bro, like, what are you talking about? So, long story short, in a fear moment, he was like, bro, I would pay anyone $500 to get that phone back.
And then you know who heard that? The jet ski guys. And these guys were sus guys. I'm telling you, these guys were official like pirates. They were like dark, bald guys. I knew they were doing some shady stuff behind the doors, bro. So they rented out the jet skis to us, cool, whatever. They gave us the jet skis, but these guys were jerks the whole time we were there. They're like, "Don't do this. Are you kidding me? Why are you doing this?" Like, they're jerks the whole time. Rude people, pirates. They're pirates for sure because they knew how to swim. And I don't know. I just feel like they're pirates because whatever you think a pirate is, that's what they look like. Okay. Long story short, we got these guys. I dropped the phone. I was like, bro, I'll give anyone money if they could find my phone. $500. I didn't know they were gonna freaking find it. It was literally 100 feet down in the ocean. Okay, so they heard $500. They're freaking because the Maldivian currency compared to the $500 is a lot of money. So put on the snorkeling gear.
Yeah, you were just, you know, like jet skiing, and I heard Zen say, bro, I found the phone. I was like, huh? The phone? Ish is just depressed driving his jet ski. I'm like, Ish, they found the phone. What?
I'm like, what the frick are you talking about?
What phone? Phone?
And then they found the phone, and then they didn't give it to me. They're like, give me $500 because they heard me say the $500. They wanted $500. That's why they did it in the first place. They would have said, screw you. We're not giving you your phone back. Go freaking take a walk. So long story short, they had the phone. They held it ransom. They didn't want to give me my phone. They said $500 or I'm throwing it back in the water.
So they said, you know, like your time is over. We rented out the jet ski for about an hour. So our time was over. So we went back to the island, and we had to check out. we had to check out a couple of hours after this from our hotel.
Yeah, so we
go
had to
the
check out of
resort,
the hotel. We had to, do the whole booking. Or we had to go to the airport. We had to go fly to the resort and everything like that. So we only had a few, maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes to actually get all this stuff situated.
So everyone except Ish left the place. Ish were like, bro, I got this. I'm gonna pay them, and I'm gonna be back at the hotel. You guys go. So I went to the hotel, took a shower, and when I come out, I see an Ish in a state I've never seen him.
Yeah, so these idiots. So they took me to their little secret lair, their pirate little lair. Okay, they drove me. So they took me from the actually public area, drove me on a motorcycle. They knew I had money in my pocket. So they drove me on to this really crazy, weird, abandoned area that you never seen in Maldives, bro. This is a weird area. This is not what you think of Maldives looks like. This is like a literally Pirates Caribbean lair, okay? They take me. I see the guy on the jet ski. He comes. And then he has my phone in his hand, but he didn't want to give it to me. He was like, show me the 500. So I showed him the 500. I'm like, dude, I can't afford this, man. You're really going to be, I'm a broke kid. I was just trying to play it off. I was like, I'm broke, dude. I mean, it'd be really mean a lot to me. And then he started cussing me out. You Americans have no sense of respect. You are the people that you're not invited to Maldives. You can't do the Maldivian culture. You're not invited here. You're disrespecting your whole freaking team. You should be ashamed of yourself. You are a punk. You're a loser. You loser. He kept calling me loser, and he pretty much cussed me out the whole time. And then he gave me the phone. I had to give him the $500, and because he had all the power. He seen the phone in his hand. He had all the power. He just went off on me. So luckily they didn't rob me for all of the money. I thought they were gonna take the $4K that I had in my hand and just take the whole thing and just freaking dip me out, or probably just leave me stranded or something like that. That's what I was expecting. But luckily they, I gave them the 500. I was trying to give them 3 or 2. I didn't know they were actually going to get the freaking phone. I gave them the 500, got the phone. 2 hours later, the phone fries up and the phone's done. So the phone doesn't work. Phone's completely done. It's still done to this day. And next thing you know, I don't have an Instagram account. I'm in a $6,000, $7,000 resort, and I have nothing to Instagram.
So we flew from a hotel, from the city hotel. We checked out. We got into a domestic flight. So this domestic flight, bro, it was really shitty. It was really ropey. If you guys have ever traveled on an ATR, that's a plane. It's domestic plane, bro. It takes off like a Bugatti, bro. It has a small runway, and it takes off like a Bugatti, bro.
Yeah, so we took the plane. Long story short, we finally landed into the area where we're going to take a speedboat to the resort. My phone was dead the whole time. I was depressed. Everyone was kind of bugged out. They're like, man, bro. I was pissed at Zane, that freaking idiot. Didn't know how to swim and threw my phone into the water, and I had to pay $500. And by the way, I had to pay another $500 to get it repaired. So that's $1,000 I paid basically a new phone. So, I didn't have my Instagram account. I'm literally a freaking addict. I'm not going to lie. I admit it. I'm an addict for my Instagram account. I'm an addict for my phone. If I don't have my phone, my Instagram account, my personal information, my WhatsApp, Facebook, email, I am done. So I had nothing. I was just sitting there so what do you do at a resort, or what do you do on a vacation?
Yeah, so the moods were down
really
until we saw the resort, until we saw this thing itself, bro.
I was still down, bro. You're tripping. I was down the whole time, bro.
Bro, I was pretty happy to see the resort,
for sure.
bro.
Yeah, you were happy.
Pretty happy at the resort for the first couple of days. After that, we were like, nothing to do here.
Yeah.
What do we do? We go
so
swimming?
we got to the resort. I'm still gonna talk about my phone. Okay, I'm still talking about my phone. I'm done with my phone.
Leave it, bro. Leave it.
No, screw you. I'm talking about my phone. This podcast. My phone. I didn't have no phone, no Instagram account. I can't Snapchat, no Instagram,
bro,
no Instagram
you're such a zoomer, bro. Such a zoomer. Anyone that's watching this or the age of 30 is like, bro, this guy's mental, bro. Skip the video.
Bro.
Skip the video.
Skip this, motherfuckers. Anyways, bro, a freaking no phone, Maldives resort. Cool. Okay, so we got to the resort. We officially there, we made it to the freaking heaven on earth. It was beautiful. It was so cool. It was just an amazing picture perfect moment. They welcomed us onto the island resort, and we walked into our villa. So we actually, before we walked into our villas, we went to the buffet or restaurant.
Yeah, they were having the lunch, bro.
Yeah, so we had lunch. It's cool. We were just so mesmerized that there were sand on the floor. There wasn't even any
no one was wearing any shoes. Everyone was everyone was barefooted,
yeah.
And everyone was walking and vibing. Everyone was in shorts, and it looked like a proper resort. And it was after a long time I saw any English people, because everyone in the main city, we didn't even see one tourist in the main city.
Yeah, no
all the
tourists
tourists were at the resort.
Yeah.
So we got into our rooms, and bro, those rooms were the craziest thing ever.
When I
bro.
walked in,
So
I heard
beautiful.
the waves. I saw the water. I was like, okay, bro, this was totally worth it. The bathrooms were literally like freaking spas. There was a bathtub, open air, a rain shower. There was shower cabins.
The bathroom was
Amazing,
bigger than
beautiful.
my apartment, bro. I swear to God. So, what semi-water villas are? They're half on sand and half on water. So, half the villa where we're sleeping,
They're water
the bathroom,
villas,
yeah.
bro. We don't get
No,
that
the
complex.
full water villas are different though.
It's the
full
same
water-
thing, bro. Literally, we're on the water.
Semi-water villas were better. I visited. You visited the full water villa as well, right?
Yeah.
They were worse, bro. Our water villa was sick, bro.
Yeah,
And,
ours, the ones that we stayed at were bigger, better, more modern, had more things in them, more amenities. The ones that are strictly on the water are kind of small, but they had like more amenities. They had like a pool, but we didn't have our pool on that one. On our one, we have a cool bathroom, but we didn't have a pool. So you're kind of like, paying the price for the expense of what a water villa is versus
A
somewhere.
small detail that we missed. We didn't have one water villa. We had two water villas,
we had
bro.
two.
The whole team was living good, bro. We were living large, bro.
Yeah.
Also, another thing that we noticed, like in the next couple of days, where we were the only boys trip there. Everyone else was in a couple.
So
and
Maldives,
families.
guys, Maldives is a couple place. Like, you're not going there to freaking hang out with the boys and party, rock star. No, you're going there for freaking relaxation, meditation with your girlfriend, wife, honeymoon, whatever, or your little family, whatever. You're not going to go freaking drink with the boys or go rock star party out. You're not going there for that. So
Another thing,
that's what we kind of figured out.
Even if you're going with your family or with your significant other, I feel like you'd get bored in like 3 to 4 days maximum, because the internet sucked. There was nothing to do except for playing like pool, playing table tennis, drinking at the bar, sleeping, and all of that stuff. They were so basically the whole island was the resort. We were told beforehand that there were restaurants on the island and all of that stuff, bro. We got scammed. There was the whole island was the resort. There were no restaurants. Everything was the resort, and we saw the whole resort within the first day, and the next 4 days we just had to survive on that.
Yeah, literally, there's a pool, there's a restaurant, like a main eating area, I guess you could say, a freaking beach, not a big beach, just a regular beach, and there's like a little pool, like a little game area.
Yeah, so
That's pretty
for
much
the first day, we enjoyed that. It
was fun, it was cool.
We played table tennis, we played snooker.
Okay, cool. We did all that stuff, but then
next day
we
wake up.
We had 4 days of the same thing. Like, that got so repetitive because we wanted to have an adventure. We wanted to go travel and see what's going on in the island. We thought it would be big. There would be festivals. There's some kind of crazy.
Yeah,
little
there'd be a
thing.
lot of water sports, and when we went to like see the water sports, there was just one jet ski.
What the heck is a sport?
Sport, bro. My tongue is slipping because
Water sports.
we've been talking for a long time now.
Anyways, yeah, we thought there would be so many attractions, so many cool things. But long story short, it was pretty much just an island, and you're trapped on that island. It felt like one of those like old care homes, like the senior citizen homes, where you just pretty much just wake up, eat breakfast, do the game room, watch TV, and then just go to sleep.
I was seeing my life wash away.
Yeah,
bro. I was
same,
like,
same.
I was just,
I was like, whoa.
I'm wasting my days.
I know,
I
it felt
should
so
be
bad.
partying, bro. I
Yeah.
should be going to the gym and all of that.
Yeah,
So.
it was ridiculous. It was kind of like you're kept in a box and you want to fly, and you can't fly because there's water around.
Yeah, so the second day, bro, like the whole day, we were just bored out of our minds. And then we were playing snooker at the night. And we see a guy walk up to stage with a guitar and a mic. And he starts singing, bro.
Oh, yeah, so the guys
lit,
we finally got a live performer, and this is like our moment to finally like have some fun and just relax and party and dance and stuff like that. And these guys, these mother yuckers, they took dancing literal, and they were going crazy. They were freaking jumping around the whole 4 or 5 hours the guy was singing. The whole time, these guys literally were just jumping up and down in like a freaking rave or something like that.
One thing I can say with certainty is each and every single waiter and each and every single guest knew who we were. Everyone knew who we were because they knew, the boys of the group of 6 that came, you were with them, right? Right, yeah. Bro, I got that from every single waiter, and bro, the waiters are literally, bro, like they knew me. They came up to me, hello, bro, how are you doing?
There's not a lot of
doing,
people there, bro. They know everyone.
Bro, they thanked me. They were like, bro, our island is dead. you guys are the light here. You
Yeah.
guys should you guys should move here. You should stay here
They should
permanently,
pay
bro.
us to live there, bro.
Yeah, bro, we just wiped out, bro. Like the whole resort knew who we were, because people, I think they already knew, like what they're getting into. Except for us, they were just there to vibe, just like lay in the beach.
It was a relaxing vibe, but we actually went there with electrical, good energy.
We went there with speakers, bro. We went there with
and
JBL
we were
speakers.
partying and having fun. We're just having a good time. What guys do. We just had fun, party, make jokes, laugh, and just have a good time. So
Everywhere
I think
we went,
overall the Maldives trip was pretty much a success.